So, hello everyone, and welcome all of you to this introductory session of a new course that we are starting, Design and Detailing of RCC Structures using ACI code. And as I told you, this is the introductory session. So, I'll show you, we will go through a small presentation that I have made, and uh, that will be of around 35-40 minutes, and then we will take up your queries if any. This course we will start from 1st of December. So today is the introductory session, and just to take you through what is going to happen in this course, and then we will begin from next week. So I again welcome all of you to this introductory session. So let us go quickly through the points that we are going to discuss during today's session. Why to learn concrete design, why we thought that a course as per ACI code should be conducted, then a few things about us, and then we will go through the course contents, and then in the end we will take up your queries. So whatever queries you may have, you can just type in the comment section, and we will take it up towards the end. All right. I hope you can see this and listen to my voice also. All right. So why to learn concrete design? Obviously, RCC design is the core fundamental material that we use, at least in this part of the world. Maybe in the Americas, they may use timber for residential structures, but otherwise, the material of choice almost everywhere these days is reinforced cement concrete, and it forms the base of all the different types of structures that we do. So, as a structural engineer, we must be aware and we must be able to do the RCC design. But then, despite its prevalence, structural engineers often find difficulty in applying the concepts of RCC design for their projects. And as you all know that at undergraduate and postgraduate level also, uh, subjects are sometimes not taught properly, and the books and documents also cover the theoretical aspects, but uh, I would say the actual design aspects remain uncovered or not properly discussed. And so structural engineers often find it difficult to do these things when they start working or start doing a job, or they try to start on their own. So in through AuxEn, we always try to conduct courses which are in depth and practically oriented, which teach you the basic and the core concepts of design, detailing, and also help you apply those concepts for actual projects. So in all our courses, that is our aim or objective, so to say. Now, why to learn RCC design using ACI codes? So, ACI codes, or ACI stands for American Concrete Institute. So, under the aegis of ACI, they come up with their design codes. And what is the parent concrete design code that we are going to cover? What is the name of it? Anyone? So, it is the ACI 318. Okay. So, it is the ACI 318. That is the, I would say, the parent RCC code, uh, which we are going to discuss. But in general, also, you will see that these design codes are one of the most up to date and widely used design standards, because they get revised from So they have a fixed frequency of revision. For example, ACI 318 was revised in, I guess, 09. Then you had in 014. Then you had in 19, and now you have it in 25. Before that, you had in 04. So it was following a 5-year cycle of revision. Okay, ACI 318, that is. So they get revised quite frequently, and they are one of the most up to date design standards that you would find. Also, in most of the countries, or in many countries, I should say, or in many geographies across the world, where they do not directly use the ACI codes, but what happens is that their country codes are based on the ACI standards. So, for example, in the Gulf countries, in the West Asian countries or Middle Eastern countries, they have their own design standards also, but then those design standards are largely based on uh, the ACI. All right. Even in India, in many projects these days, the client may ask, although they should not do it that way, but it happens that the client may ask for use of international codes instead of Indian codes, although it may not be allowed as per the jurisdiction, but still it does happen that in Indian projects also, client may ask you to do a few things as per the ASI codes, or even the Indian engineers who are working on international projects, they may also have to uh, learn or get to know of ACI codes. So it's a comprehensive document, and the good things about the ACI codes in general is that they come with their commentary. So commentary helps you to understand a lot of things, lot of clauses, the basis behind lot of clauses. So all those things you get to know when you learn the when you read the commentary of the code. So it's a comprehensive, in-depth, and a document which requires proper understanding and unpacking, I would say. And not only your normal RCC design, but the ductile design and detailing aspects are also covered in the ACI 31825, along with the along with the load calculations as given in ACE 722. So, for example, in the Indian standards, we have a different standard for ductile design detailing, isn't it? Which is the IS 13920 in the Indian context. But here, the ductile design and detailing, as well as the normal RCC design, is covered in the ACI 318, and the load calculations for whichever load uh, you want to do the calculations for, the document is ASC 722. So we will be in the course that we will be conducting, we will be covering both these documents. And structural engineers also need to be well versed with softwares like ETABS or SAFE, based on the requirements of ACI codes. All right. So not only the theoretical aspect, but you should also be able to apply these things on a software. How many of you are using ETABS or SAFE for their RCC design? Anyone in the live audience, if they would like to put a comment? How many of you are using ETABS or SAFE software for RCC design, or are you using any other software? I hope my voice is audible. Okay, I think there are no comments to be seen, but I believe most of you are using ETABS or SAFE for your RCC design work. So we also thought that in this course we will cover ETABS and SAFE and not go to STAD. Earlier we were thinking that we will take up STAD also, but then STAD, because many of the things remain not updated properly in STAT, so we skipped taking up STAT, and we will be taking up only ETABS and SAFE during the course. So what happens is, why to learn RCC design, that we are discussing, and then what happens, because engineers are not aware, then they are either forced to learn on their own on the job, or sometimes they also face difficulties during the recruitment and their job work. So in your jobs, you may not always get the time, or your seniors may not always have the time to teach you or update you or help you to learn. So many times you will face difficulties, or many times engineers do face difficulties. And that's why through this course we are trying to address all the issues that I just highlighted. So through this course we aim to provide a platform to have in-depth understanding of RCC design and ductile design based on the ACI 318 and ASC 7. Also, we will be using the software like ETABS and SAFE, and of course, using MS Excel spreadsheets to perform the RCC design based on the ACI codes. So, as of now, the ETABS version 23 uses the, or it has update, which was just recently launched on, I think, 14th of October, just last month. This has the updated 31825. Otherwise, any version older than this uses the ACI 31819. Okay. I don't know if you have noticed that or not. So the I mean, the version just updated last month, it has brought up the ACI 31825 in it. Otherwise, all the previous versions of ETABS have the ACI 31819 updated in it. But the good thing is that there is not a lot of change, or there is not a lot of difference in the design process in the 31819 or 31825. So uh, yeah, so there is not much problem even if you are trying to do by ACI 31819. It won't be such a big issue. All right, but just keep this thing in mind that only the recent version that was launched of ETABS that has the 31825. Otherwise, all the previous versions have the 31819 edition in it. So through this course, we will also take up two RCC building projects. They will not be tall buildings; they will be low rise to mid rise, because for tall buildings, then there are separate issues which we need to discuss, and we have done a separate course on tall buildings. So we won't like to mix it up over here. So two actual low rise structures also will be taken during this project to apply the concepts that we have learned during the course. So through this course, uh, we are trying to address all these issues, and with this course now we would have covered both the steel design and RCC design based on American codes. So we just now completed a course on AISC codes, American Institute of Steel Construction. So AISC brings up the steel design codes. So we just now covered the steel design course as per the AIC standards. So anyone wanting to learn that, that course is also available. And now with this, we are starting with the RCC design based on the ACI. So I guess we would probably be one of the only such online platforms available which have covered both these things in depth. And in future also, we will try to come up with more international codes, maybe Eurocode or any other prevalent codes we'll try to come up with. So, in addition to this AuxEn, we also have our consultancy firm where we are involved in doing a lot of industrial commercial projects. And this AuxEn we have been doing since 2015. Some of the projects which I'll just quickly take you through, some concepts which are yet to be built, and these photos are all old photos when we used to conduct offline sessions. And till now, we have covered around 22 online courses, and we have had a good time and a good uh, feedback and an overwhelming response from our participants. So, in the future, also, we will make all the efforts to conduct good, in depth educational courses. So over the years, how we have evolved, that we have developed a two-pronged approach. So we have the short-term courses which are not very short, Uh, Actually, they are not very short, but then they cover a subject matter, and we have conduct. They focus. They are focused on a particular subject matter. And till now, we have conducted 22 such online courses, 13 of which are available to be taken as self-paced learning courses, and they are each course on an average spans between 35 to 40 sessions, 60 to 100 hours. So in these courses, we try to cover the theoretical aspect along with software proficiency and in-depth understanding of a particular subject matter. And then we also conduct project design courses where we just do actual projects as they would be done in design offices. So in the past, we have conducted 2 6 months long uh, structural design center programs, one on RCC projects and another on the steel projects. And uh, in addition to this, we have also conducted 3 project design courses on industrial steel building, on pedestrian steel bridges, and on residential bungalows. So in these project design courses, our aim is to focus on only doing the projects, and in the short term courses, uh, we focus on making a strong theoretical base along with software proficiency. So this is how we have evolved. And in our courses, we not only, or I should say, we try to make a positive impact on our learners across different aspects of learning. So we focus on software, gaining software proficiency. We also focus on conceptual understanding for the participants, on understanding the codes, not only IS but international also. We help in we help the participants in enhancing their uh, work or performance in their work. And these courses also help our participants in job search, because through these courses they are able to face the interview better, they gain confidence. And a lot of this feedback has come to us that these courses help them in their recruitment also. So through the courses, we have made a positive impact in a lot of different aspects of learning. And this is me on the right side, and this is my wife. We both have been classmates at IIT Roorkee, where we did our masters from. And yeah, so now let us come to what are going to be the course contents and what we are going to discuss during this course. So we'll begin with understanding the different types of structural system and their load path, just simple concepts about the different structural systems in RCC and their load path in general. This we will start with. Then we will go to the ACI, introduction to ACI codes and their historical development, how through the years the ACI code has developed, what has changed, what has remained same. So not many things have changed, if I would say, in the past 30 40 years. The core concepts still remain the same, not a lot of change. So we will just have a look at the historical development of ACI code. Then we will go to understanding the important limit states of strength, serviceability and durability, because strength and serviceability both are important limit states for our design. And of course durability. So what happens is that as engineers, we tend to focus a little less on serviceability, durability, and most of the times all our emphasis is on strength. But then when we see for our actual structures, the majority of the problems are serviceability or durability related, not so much strength related. So we'll focus on, or we will discuss these things during the course. Then we will begin, or then we will proceed to discussion on materials. So if you look at the ACI as per chapter 19 and 20, ACI 318, chapters 19 chapter 19 covers the uh, concrete, material properties of concrete. Chapter 20 covers the material properties of reinforcement. So we will start with that discussion. Then we shall go to then we shall go to the calculation of sectional strength. So sectional strength means, in this chapter, which is the chapter number 22 of the code, What they have done is that they have given the calculations for uh, capacity calculations for flexure, shear, torsion, okay, bearing, axial. So these actions they have given the strength calculations for. How many of you have read the ACI code in the live audience? Read means at least have seen the document, maybe not gone in depth, but at least seen the document. How many of you have done that, or never seen ACI 318, or seen for their one of the projects, or seen in their studies? So few of you have seen the code in the past. That is good. Okay, continuing. So what they have done is how the ACI is organized. ACI 318 is organized. That in this chapter 22, they have gone ahead with the strength calculation, sectional strength. They name it as. So in this sectional strength chapter, the flexural, axial, one-way shear, torsion, bearing, all these strength calculations are covered. And see, whatever is your element, whether it is a beam or slab or column or RCC structural wall, or it's a diaphragm, or it's a flat slab, or it's a foundation, whatever your structure may be, is any action other than these possible? Flexure, shear, torsion, bearing, axial. Is there any action other than this which is possible? So no, you will have these actions or combination of them, isn't it? So what they have done, the code, that they have given these sectional strength calculations in this chapter 22, so which forms the basis for design of all the other members, elements, whatever they may be. So we will start with this chapter 22, where we will cover the calculations for sectional strength. We will understand the concepts, we will understand the procedure, and then once we do this, it will be easy for us to design all the elements. It will be easy for us to design all the elements like beams, columns, etc. So we shall begin with sectional strength. We will also discuss the serviceability requirements as per the chapter 24. So chapter 24 is the serviceability requirement chapter. So we will go to that. Then we will discuss the gravity load calculations as per the ASC 7 requirements, wind and seismic load calculations as per the ASC 7 requirements. Wind and seismic, we will, although I have written it over here right now, but we will take it up slightly later during the course. So first we'll just discuss the gravity load calculations, and then we will move ahead. Then we will come back in the second part of the course, where we will start our discussion on the wind and seismic load calculations. Uh, Once we do this, then we shall go to the analysis requirements and interpretation of analysis results. So most of these things are covered in the chapter number 6 of ACI. So chapter 6 focuses on the analysis procedures, structural analysis, and different methods of analysis are given. For example, the linear elastic first order analysis, the linear elastic second order analysis, okay, linear analysis first order, then the linear analysis second order, linear analysis second order, then we have the non-linear analysis, where we consider the geometric non-linearity only. This analysis also we have. So there are different analysis procedures given. This is going to be an interesting discussion, so we will do that. And I will also tell you how the softwares are tackling these things. So softwares tackle these things in a different manner. ETABS has a specific approach to the analysis, and how it does, what it does, all these things we will discuss during the course. I was just looking at something. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So this we will discuss. We will also discuss what are the concepts and meanings behind the P delta analysis, or what is the meaning of P small delta analysis, and how those aspects are covered in these things. All these things we will mainly be discussing when we discuss the chapter 6, that is the analysis requirements and procedures. Okay. Then we will go to design and detailing of each member one by one. So we shall start with beams. Then we will go to slabs. In slabs, we will be taking up one-way slabs and two-way slabs both. So beams is as per chapter 9. Slabs are as per chapters 7 and 8. What is the meaning of two-way slabs? So slabs which show bending behavior in two directions because of their geometry and because of the way in which they are supported. So all of you know it, I hope. Those are called as the two-way slabs. So we'll go to that. And then two-way slabs without beams, what do we usually call them? Or slabs on slab without beams, what do we call them usually? So slab without beams, or slabs that are resting directly on columns, we call them as flat slabs. So that also we will be discussing during this course. This is also as per chapter 8. Okay. So what are the design procedures for flat slabs? What are the codal provisions? ACI codal provisions, we will do that. Then we shall go to the design and detailing of columns. This is as per chapter 10. Then the RCC structural walls, or what in common terminology we call them as the shear walls. This we shall go to. This is going to be as per chapter 11. Then we will go to diaphragms, collectors and chord elements. So diaphragms are nothing but your horizontal plate, which help you in lateral load transfer. It is the slab, basically. It is your slab which is helping you to transfer the lateral load and transfer the lateral load to the vertical elements. So diaphragm is nothing but your slab, but then because uh, it has to transfer the lateral loads to the vertical members, we design a few elements in a particular manner, and we call them as collectors, chords, etc. So this is covered in the chapter number 12 of your code, ACI code. So this we will go to. Then we will take up the joints. So two types of joints are discussed. Those are your beam to column joints and slab to column joints. So they are covered in your chapter 15. Joints have a lot of importance, especially when it comes to seismic design and detailing. Okay. Uh, so we shall go to joints then, and then we will also cover basics of foundation design, isolated, combined, pile raft. So this discussion will be as per, I guess, chapter number is 14, 13, chapter number 13. So this we will do. And one very important topic that I got as a feedback from the participants or from you people is the strut and tie method. So this is a new thing. New means it's not covered in depth in other standards. Like the Indian standard does not cover a lot or does not speak a lot about the strut and tie method. So as a special topic, we shall take this up also. So strut and tie method will be as per the chapter number 23. So we shall take this up. So strut and tie method is basically a tool to help you do manual calculations and do calculations for which maybe structural models may be difficult to make. So for them, you can have this method as an alternate method, this strut and tie, uh, where there are load discontinuities and where the okay, we'll talk this about later. So strut and tie, we will take it up. So this will cover our first part of the course. Then in the second part of the course, we will go to the ductile design detailing of RCC structures. So this will be largely based on the chapter 11, 12 of AAC 7, okay, and chapter 18 of ACI 318. So chapter 18 is the chapter which deals with the earthquake resistant structures. So we will be dealing with these chapters when we go to the ductile design detailing of RCC structures. And the systems which we would be focusing on will be your intermediate moment resisting frames, which also include the flat slab systems, then the special moment resisting frames, and then the special structural wall systems. So these three systems we will be focusing more on, and then in the end we will take up two sample projects. One will be a RCC building with movement frames subjected to earthquake loads and gravity loads, obviously, and then the other will be a flat slab building with structural walls. So this is the plan that we are having for this course, and the standards that we would be referring to would be ACI 318 and the AAC 7. Softwares that we would be using would be ETABS and SAFE, along with spreadsheets in MS Excel. So these are the course contents which we would be covering during this course. And live sessions will be held between 8:30 to 10:15 a.m. Indian Standard Time, Monday to Friday. But because many of our participants are working professionals and then they don't get the time to, and then many participants would be from outside India also. So many of you will not be getting the time to watch the sessions live. So this course can also be taken as self-paced learning course. So what will happen in this is that participants can watch the sessions as per their convenience. So we, once the live session is conducted, we record it, we record the live sessions, that is, and then we will upload the session on our learning platform. So those who are not able to watch the sessions live, they can just log in on the learning platform and then watch their sessions as per their own convenience. So this we call it as the self-paced learning. So most of our participants like to join our courses in this manner. So this option will be available, and 1 year will be the validity of this course for watching on the portal. And as I told you, we will be taking up two sample projects, and doubt solving sessions for those who are watching the session as self watching the course as self-paced learning. We'll be adding you to our course WhatsApp group where you can ask your queries or doubts. Also, every week once we conduct YouTube live sessions where you can come and ask your questions. So this will be how this will be the way in which we will be conducting the course. And who will benefit from the course? So if you are a fresh graduate or a postgraduate in civil structural engineering, or you are a structural engineer looking for a job, or wanting to start up on your own, or you are a engineer 1 to 5 year experience and you are wanting to skill up or to learn this course code, ACI code, or even if you are experienced structural engineer and wanting to deep dive in the ACI codes, then you can, or you will be benefited from this course. Now what do we intend to achieve? What shall be the course outcome? So after the course, the desired outcome is that the participant will develop an in-depth understanding of RCC design as per the ACI codes. The participant will be able to use software like ETABS and SAFE to carry out the design and detailing of various elements of RCC building using ACI codes, obviously. And the participant will be able to apply the learnings for an actual project. So these are the intended outcomes, or these are the things we want to achieve during the course. So how to proceed ahead after today's session? If you want to join the course, the fees is Indian rupees 12,250, or if you are an international participant, US dollar 155. So the method and details for payment we will share separately on the so you can on the email or through WhatsApp message or through chat. We will share the method and details for payment. And then after the completion of payment, you will be added to another course WhatsApp group where further updates and links for the session will be uh, provided. We shall start our course from 1st of December, 8:30 a.m. IST. Some questions that you may have in your mind, that if you are not from India, how can you join the course? So you can either join the course as self-paced learning if you are not able to watch the live sessions, and even if you are not able to watch the live sessions because of the time gap or because of your busy schedule, so you can always join the course as self-paced learning. And for international payments, payment details will be shared separately. If you are working professional, as I just told you, most of our participants are working professionals, and the self-paced learning course option is available. Even if you are new to RCC design, this course will be a good course for you because we are going to cover the RCC design based on ACI codes from the scratch. So this course will be helpful. So thank you all for patiently listening. And now we shall take up queries from your side. So any queries that you may have, you may now put in your queries in the chat and we shall take them up. Yes, please. Queries. Any doubts, difficulties, anything, any clarification, any further clarification that you need? Yes. Mr. Arbaz is asking which elements will be covered in strut and tie. So we'll be doing the elements like brackets or corbels or deep beams. Mostly we'll be focusing on those types of elements in the strut and tie method, because that is where our design processes are not very evolved. So we shall be focusing on those types of elements when we do the strut and tie method discussion. Mr. Wakar Sheikh is asking, are temperature effects going to get covered? I don't know. I didn't think about it till now. Maybe using ASC 7, we can have a brief discussion on it. Although I did not think about it till now. So thank you for highlighting it. Maybe we can cover it. We can give it a go using the requirements given in ASC 7. Okay. Yes. Anything else? Any query from your side? So, how many of you have been doing projects based on ACI codes? How many of you have been doing the projects based on ACI codes? Or let us put it this way: the question I had also asked in the feedback in the initial Google form that you might have filled is that why do you want to learn as per ACI codes? Is the ACI codes being used in your project work, or just to learn a new thing you want to learn the ACI code, or because it is the requirement in your company that you have to learn ACI codes? So what is the real reason why you want to do the ACI? Mr. Wakar Sheikh is asking, are foundations pile raft and rafts? Yeah, we will discuss the rafts, pile caps and pile rafts also. Yes. Yes. Any further query? Okay, Mr. Wakar Sheikh just switched to international codes because of requirement in his company. Mr. Sheikh Zoeb also is informing that it is requirement in his company of yeah. So in many Indian projects, sorry, in many Indian companies also, or in many companies of Middle East or Gulf region, because they are doing projects, or because companies outsource their projects to them, they require their engineers to get a know-how of international codes also, and more so for the American codes. So as I just told you, understanding this, now we have the ACI concrete design course, RCC design course, and we have also conducted the AISC steel design course. So this we just finished. It was a in-depth course that we did. So both these with, I mean, both these codes we will now have covered. Okay, Mr. Javed Sheikh is working on Gulf project, so he wants to learn it. Mr. Majid is saying recently started working on the Middle East projects. Yeah, correct. Good. So anything else? Any further query anyone has? We'll just wait for a couple of minutes. Okay then. So I think that is all for this session then. I hope flat slabs will be covered. Yes. We already showed it to you in the course contents that I just informed. Flat slabs we will be covering, that is slab without beams. We shall cover it. Yes. So I guess that is it then. We hope to see all of you join this course, and I can assure you that we will have a good time learning the concepts of ACI code. Mr. Magaj is asking, is there any possibility to add tall structures? No, because we have already covered tall structures in a separate course. So I don't want to mix or repeat uh, those things over here. So tall buildings we will not be covering. Certain type for floating columns will that be discussed? We can do that. Yes. So deep beams or floating columns resting on beams, or transfer systems, transfer girder systems, or let's say your brackets, corbels, etc. Yeah. So duration we are anticipating to have around 75 sessions. It will be a long course, and each session is around, generally our live sessions go on for 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour 40 minutes. So we are looking to have around 135 to 140 hours. Maybe if required, we will go beyond that also. Mr. Javed is asking, what are we going to cover in the first session? That you can that you will come to know when we cover the first session. The first session will also be put on YouTube, so you can watch it over there also. So generally, the introductory session and the first session we put it on YouTube and on our website, so that anyone who wants to understand how the course will be conducted, they can get a good idea of it. So introductory session and first session is for all our courses is out there for watching. All right, so that's all then. Have a good day ahead, and the payment details we will share it separately on the uh, groups through email, through WhatsApp, etc. So you will get your details from there. We hope to see all of you in the course when we begin on 1st of December. If you want to, if you have any further query that has remained unresolved, you can just drop in a message. I'll just put the link for sending a quick WhatsApp message. So let me just put a link over here. You can click on that link and send a message on WhatsApp. So this is the link. I just put it in the live comments. So click on this and you can directly get in touch with us. That's all for this session. We will begin from 1st of December. Uh, Thank you so much. Bye bye.